Jaguar has been making fantastic, beautiful, and compelling cars for a long time. They've been featured in all kinds of movies, James Bond, just to name one. Well, they might be in a little bit of trouble, but nothing you can't fix with a little tiny rebrand, or can you? I would argue that the marketing guys got paid too much and the engineers too little, or maybe it's the designers who didn't get paid at all. Tough to say. We're going to have a chat about that. I'm Brian. Welcome to Futuraza. Well, of course, if I'm going to do this, I should probably get my good buddy Herbert to help me out because he knows a few things about business and a few things about how the world works. He knows a few things that Jaguar clearly doesn't.
Sure.
I mean, we can start right there. So first of all, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing well. Thank you. You didn't call me buddy today.
Yeah. Oh.
It's my good buddy.
Throw in a niner there. Call you from my walkie-talkie. This is what we're looking at. Jaguar is now Jaguar because they were having trouble selling their cars, Herbert. Clearly the problem is goo. This is great. Copy nothing. Clearly they're not copying any car company with this very bold strategy because you need some. So first of all, let's start with, is branding the problem?
Oh, branding is not the problem.
No. Well, but they've now got a sans serif font, so that's cool. So if it's not that, and let's share this one.
Well, it's funny. I mean, he goes, it should, not be a copy of anything, but it is a copy of everything. Delete ordinary, and they're moving towards ordinary. I mean, if you take a look at that new logo, it is exactly what every single company has done, is simplified, turn it to the simplified, sans serif logo, like you said, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's
arguably too crazy. Okay, so let's share this now. And I assure you, this is real and official and an ad for a car company. Okay. Yeah, it is. Yeah, delete ordinary. What is going on here? What are we doing?
My guess is this, if I had to guess, right? These guys are trying to create an ad that's going to make them stand out. And for that, it worked. Now, of course, they're ridicule. Everybody's laughing at this. But it's similar to, I guess it's not similar to the Apple ad where they came out and trying to say, we think different or fight the legacy kind of administration, right? But this just, understand, Elon himself, right, replied to this saying, are you even a car company? They came back and said, well, this is just the first of a series of advertisements. But what's really, really odd is that this is Jaguar. So Jaguar, right? Yeah, do you even sell cars? It's like, I took a look here. The typical Jaguar owner is a man between the ages of 55 and 64. Now, of course, they're driven by a variety of people, but it's like a luxury vehicle, right? It's owned by an Indian auto manufacturer. So it's just really odd. Like, if you're trying to sell a Jaguar, why are you appealing to a younger demographic? It's just, I don't know. Don't understand.
I don't know a lot of 55-year-old businessmen, bankers who look at this and go, yeah, that's me. That's me. All right. Now it's crazy. Of course, if you were to look at the news today, what you would see is all the headlines are about this terrible rebrand.
Yeah.
Like, why would, well, because that's the dominating news story. Now, I had a writing job once where I was paid to bury search results. And this CEO hired me to write a whole lot of content involving keywords so that when people would search for him, they would find other things. So maybe they're trying to distract from something. Who knows? Maybe it's the $634 million electric Jaguar that died at the last minute. That was going to be a good car, a compelling car. That would be, just about ready for a refresh by now. Which is, unfortunate. So the stillborn X360 XJE has leaked. I'm still after the studio launch photos, to which Ice Callum says, that looks familiar. Long time
Yeah.
ago. Shame. We would have
This is
done
the
that
problem,
facelift
right?
by
So
now.
what you need to do is obviously launch a product, as you alluded to at the beginning, a great product, and then you can attach a new brand to it to really emphasize what makes that product or your company different now. Here, if they launch a very poor brand product, it doesn't matter what you do. In fact, what you do is you're tainting your brand. You know, so they've changed the logo. They changed the GU. I don't know where that comes from. And then they have all these colors, and it's very woke, very DEI, and I think they might have missed the memo that has been pushed too far to the end, and
Well, so I read someone who'd said that, and my first thought is what? Because I hadn't seen the ad. And now I've seen the ad, and it is United Colors of Benetton.
yeah,
And that is not what a
which
Jaguar
worked
is.
when that was introduced at those decades that it was introduced. It just totally misses the mark today.
Well, you're trying to sell your clothing to everyone.
Right.
Those people are not the target demographic for Jaguar. Well, all I can think is that the marketing department said, you know, it would be funny if we change the name so that it's pronounced the way Peter Rawlinson from Lucid would say it.
I see.
Because if he can do it, it feels like a practical joke. And, and by the way, the millions they spent on that ad campaign, you know what you could get for a whole lot less money? Is you could support my channel on Patreon, YouTube, X, or use my referral link. I'll just skip past that because that's not the important part. The important part is I think they're trying to bury news. I don't know if you heard this. Is Jaguar taking a cat nap, or is the brand in real trouble?
There you
Have
go.
you heard
Yeah.
that they're on a pause? They're taking some time off. How much time would you believe? They're taking a gap year.
Mhm.
Jaguar will not sell cars for a whole year.
Even if that's true, then why do you do this today? Trying to get still into conversation. But rule number one of marketing and advertisement is show the product. Show the product. Like if you look at Apple, what they do all the time is they always show the product at every single second of the ad. I always laugh at those advertisements where they only show the product that last 5 seconds. They get you and you're hearing this great story of this funny event that's happening on the screen. And then at the end, here's the brand. The best products, the best ads are there's the product inside that commercial. You're being used. You're seeing it everywhere. And so this is the odd thing. So okay, you came up with a new.
So I think
logo.
we figured out which kind of marketing you like. You said it yourself, the breast ads. So yeah, sex sells. I guess that's.
Did I say?
We'll have to put a clip right here, Rosh. Did he?
The best products, the breast ads.
So we'll see. We'll see what you said. But yeah. Now, interestingly, I don't know if you remember Einhorn. He was one of the people who was saying Tesla's going to zero because Einhorn said, yeah, it's going down. And who's going to replace it? Jaguar. Keep an eye on them. And as you may, so how did that work out? Do you remember? Good for him, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's gone, isn't he?
Or is he the reason these exist?
Yeah, exactly.
Because Elon did send him a box of shorts, which is great because after his short position, I'm not sure he can afford to buy clothing. Not great. Not a great move. Yeah. So Jaguar, why? So your question was, why would they do a rebrand when they don't have anything to sell? What if the rebrand was hugely successful and it worked? Awesome. I'd like to buy a car. Oh, yeah, about that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think
all I can think is it
unfortunately,
must be separate departments.
you know how you've heard that thing where it says it doesn't matter in marketing and advertising as long as if it's good or bad. There's no such thing as bad marketing, but it does, right? So look what happened to Bud Light. If you kind of hit it wrong with society, and I think these guys just did that right again, it damages you tremendously. So they have to
I think
come back and retract from this.
I think
So Coke,
I think you're
new
you're
Coke,
wrong.
remember that? And
Yeah, that was a real gem right there. No, I think you're wrong, Herbert. I think Jaguar has taken a page from the Elon Musk playbook because, as Elon might say, the best Jaguar is
No Jaguar.
no Jaguar. The all-new 2026, I hope. Oh, what did we miss? What did we misunderstand? You guys leave it into them comments below. Head on over to Brighter, see what he's up to. You never know. You might find me there. I stalk him. It is wonderful. And everybody else, like, subscribe, do what you do, and stay tuned, stay juicy. And I cannot wait to hear from you clever robots behind the wheel of your 2025 Jaguar. Unfortunate.